Hi everybody, this is George Fokas. Thank you for watching. Some of you, if not all of you, will remember I've done 2 recordings in regards to a trade that I placed, and the first video went through how I entered the markets in regards to the strategy that I've been implementing for the last 18 years and a strategy that I've been teaching for the last 14 years or just short of 14 years. Now, if you watched that first video, you would have seen the process of me getting into the market with the strategy that I've been applying, and how in 5 to 10 minutes we can get into the market and earn a return on investment up front from day one when the market opens. Now, that video took you through the process and showed you the steps. Now, a lot of people go to me, George, how do we know we're going to get paid from day one? Well, the second video that I did actually showed the income that I received from day one once that order went into the market. Now, folks, you need to remember something. In life, we always tend to see a result or a return at the end. Now, what do I mean by that? If we go to the bank and we put money into a term deposit, the bank doesn't pay us interest from day one. The bank locks our money, takes our money, locks it into a term deposit over a 6, 12-month, 3-month period. And then what they do is they use our money to invest. And this is one of the strategies that they use. And therefore, your money is locked and they're using your money and other people's money to make money. And then we tend to see a result for giving them the money at the end. So you lock it up and you get a result at the end. Now, if you go to your job and you go to your work, your employer doesn't pay you from day one. Your employer pays you after a week or a fortnight or a month after you physically put your time in to get that reward. In addition, when we go out and we buy investment properties, and we go out and we get a loan to buy an investment property and we borrow off the bank, we don't actually own that property until that loan is paid off. The bank owns the property. Therefore, folks, we tend to see a result for that property at the end once the loan is paid off. So we're conditioned in society to look for results at the end. You buy a business, you don't start getting paid from day one because you've got a loan. You've got to pay that loan off. You've still got to service your clients. You've still got to pay your bills. You've still got to pay your staff. And we tend to see a result at the end. Either we build capital growth in the business and then we sell it to see the profit, or we build it to a point where we pay it off and then we start to see a result. In this instance here with what we do, we get the result from day one. Now, some of you may have heard the saying, the profit is in the purchase. So I actually want to take you through today in this video when I got in, how much I got in for, the money I made straight away up front. And guess what, folks? The markets went down. The stock went down in value, and irrespective of the stock market going up or the stock market going down, I was still able to earn income off the markets, irrespective of what the market is doing. Think about that. Imagine you've got money into a strategy and you're earning income no matter what the market does. Would that be okay? Would that be of interest to you? I'm not sure it is. So let me take you through and explain to you step by step what I got in for, how much money I made from day one when I got in, the money I made over a period of time, and when that position closed out, and my total profit at the end overall, so you can see it for yourself, folks. So you can understand the power of this strategy. Very, very important. So now let me show you my activity statement, my trading statement. This is in one of my live accounts, and I'm doing this for training purposes, so I've only put a small amount in just so you can see the money that we have made. But first and foremost, let's go through from the beginning. Now, what I want to point out is this. Let's have a look at the date. On the 13th of June 2018 at 9:30 New York time and 10 seconds, I bought a stock called Michael Kors. Now, some of you may have known Michael Kors. Now, this is not a recommendation. This is not to go out and trade this stock. I'm just showing you what I've done so you can see the money that I've made. Now, on the 13th of June 2018 at 9:30 and 10 seconds. So within 10 seconds of the market opening, I've bought 200 shares at a price of $67.99. In fact, let's just say 68 and round it up. I've invested $13,599.98. My brokerage is $15 to get into the market. So my total outlay is $13,614.98. That's my total outlay. So I want to point that out to you first. So remember this, I've invested $67.99, let's just say $68 into the market, just short of $14,000. on the 13th of June, 2018. Got it? Excellent. Now let me show you the income that I've received the moment that order went in up front. You can come down here and let's have a look. On the 13th of June, 2018, at 9:30 and 10 seconds, I did a contract on Michael Kors, which is going to expire on the 15th of June, 2018, at a price of $68. Now, I'm not going to go into what these contracts are. That's something that you can come and listen to either at one of my live events, or we can send you a link to an old webinar that I've done recently, and you can watch that. But I've created a contract that says I'm going to sell my shares on the 15th of June at $68. So I bought it for $67.99. Let's just say $68. On the 13th of June, I've created a contract that says I'm going to sell those shares on the 15th of June at $68. Now, I created two contracts. There's the two contracts. At the same time that I got in, I've received income up front of 80 cents in my account. Well, the income, that I received was $160. The brokerage fee was $10. I've made $150 net in my account. $150 in my account straight away up front on that $13,000 or $14,000. Let's just round it up and say $14,000 investment. So I got in on the 13th with a contract that's going to expire on the 15th. So that's 2 days. So for 2 days on my 14 grand investment, I've made $150 net, no matter what the stock or the market does. Now let's go over it. On the 15th of June at 4:20 when the market's closed, guess what? The stock closed below the $68. Therefore, the two contracts that I created have expired to the value of zero. It means I keep the 80 cents and I keep the shares. What do I do now with the existing shares that I'm still holding? I'm going to create more contracts to earn me more income. So guess what I do? On the 21st of June, now from the 15th to the 21st, I was busy, I was running around, no time, doesn't matter. My stock is working for me and it's earning me income. Now folks, this is not dividends. You can't even buy fish and chips with dividends, but this is cash flow. This is income, which is what we want. We want to use the stock market as a vehicle to make money off it, no matter which way it goes. So on the 21st of June, I created another contract, which is going to expire on the 22nd of June at, again, $68. Now, from the 21st to the 22nd, I'm sure you all agree it's 1 day. I created two contracts, which paid me another 60 cents. So therefore, I've made $120, take the $10 brokerage, I've made $110 for a day, or we can say 2 days, in my account. So it's the 21st and the 22nd, so 2 days. $120 for 2 days in my account, right? That's cash flow. But guess what? Let's have a look now. What's happened? On the 22nd of June, the stock closed below $68. Therefore, I'm not selling my shares. I keep them. So I keep the 80 cents, I keep the 60 cents. What do I do now? Well, on the 25th of June, I decided to create a contract which is going to expire on the 29th of June. But I created a contract that I'm happy to sell at $67.50. So at $67.50 is the price that I'm agreeing to sell it on the 29th of June if the stock closes above this price. And I created the contract on the 25th of June, which is really for a week. The order went in at 9:30 and 25 seconds. I created two contracts, which paid me 75 cents. So again, I've now made $150 less the $10 brokerage. I made $140. That's more income for a week in my account on a $13,000 or $14,000 investment. That's cash flow. But guess what? The stock didn't get exercised. The stock didn't get sold. Now, I was overseas on the Mediterranean and I didn't have any internet. So my shares just stayed in my account parked. I gave them a bit of a holiday too. I didn't get them to work for me. I gave them a bit of a break. On the 29th of June, the stock didn't close above the $67.50, which is the contract price. So my next opportunity to look at my account when I found some internet, when I got off the water, because I was swimming in the Mediterranean on my jet ski. But anyway, on the 13th of July, I've looked at my account, I've logged in, the stock's still there. Guess what? Let's make it work for us again. On the 13th of July, I created a contract which is going to expire on the 27th of July. So from the 13th to the 27th, I've created a contract now at $67 to say I'm happy to sell it at $67. That order went in at 9:30 and 3 seconds as the market opens. I've created 2 contracts, which has now paid me, folks, $1.35 income in my account from the 13th to the 27th. You could say 2 weeks. $1.35 is what I've received for now another 2 weeks, but that income is paid up front in my account. I received $270 less the $10 brokerage. My net is $260 in my pocket from day one up front. And guess what? On the 27th of July, when the stock market closed, that stock did not go above $67. Do we panic? Do we worry? Absolutely not, because the stock is working for us. Now, this has nothing to do with property, but I'm just going to tell you something for a second. Imagine you bought an investment property, and over a period of time, that investment property goes down, but the rental income that's coming in hasn't covered that drop in value. So you've bought an investment property for $400,000, it's now worth $350,000, but you've only made $10,000 in rental return. Are you going to panic and sell the house, or are you looking for the income that's coming in irrespective of the value of the house today? And I'm sure you're going to agree, it's just the income that we want, because that income is liquid. It's in our account, right? We can pay the loan off, we can use it to pay the loan, we can use it to live off or pay bills or do something. But the fact that the value's gone down doesn't bother us, because our money's in there. It's investing, it's working for us, right? So on the markets, these stocks are going to go up and down every day. We cannot control that. But what we want to do off the markets is make money off whatever we invest. So on the 27th of July, the stock closed below the $67. Who cares? I've made my income of $1.35. So what do I do now? On the 31st of July, I create another contract. On the 31st of July, I create a contract which is going to expire on the 10th of August at a strike price of $68. So on the 10th of August, if the stock closes above 68, I sell my shares. Remember, how much did I buy them for originally? Now, what you don't know at the moment is this stock went from $67.99 that I bought it down to $63 and $64, right? So while the stock's going down and people go, oh, George, what happens if the stock goes down? Are we still making money, folks? We are. That's the best thing about it, right? So on the 31st of July, I created a contract that's going to expire on the 10th. And I did a contract price of $68. And it says if the stock's above 68 by the 10th of July, they can take it. The contract went in 9:30 and 1 second. I created 2 contracts. It paid me $2.30. So when you look at this, from the 31st of July to the 10th of August, I'm sure you all agree, that's 10 days. 10 days has paid me $2.30. That's $460 less the $10 brokerage. That's $450 net in my pocket from day one. Cash flow. Right? And guess what happened, folks? On the 10th of August 2018, for the contract of 10th of August of 68, at 4:20 when the market closed, guess what happened? The stock closed above $68. So from the 13th of June to the 10th of August, basically 8 weeks, I'm holding this position for 2 months. And while the stock's going from $67.99 down to $63, and around 64, then 65, 66, and then back up to 68. While it's doing that, folks, what am I earning? 80 cents, 60 cents, 75 cents, $1.35, $2.30. Now, add all that up and tell me what the total is. And then on an investment of $67.99 or an investment of $68, how much have I made in total income on this trade, on this stock, in the market, up front, and then compare that with a bank. So let's go over it, folks. Remember, cash is king, right? So I bought the stock on the 13th of June for $67.99. Now, I received income from the 13th of June to the 15th of June. The time I got into the market, on the 13th of June, at the same time, I received 80 cents with a contract that expired on the 15th of June. And the stock didn't go above the agreed price. So guess what? I did another contract from the 21st to the 22nd of June. For 2 days, another 60 cents. Then on the 25th to the 29th, for 5 days, I received another 75. Remember? And then I did another contract from the 13th of July to the 27th of July. 2 weeks, paid me $1.35. And then I created another contract from the 31st of July to the 10th of August. For 10 days, paid me $2.30. So from the 13th of June to the 10th of July, a total of 8 weeks. Guess what, folks? My total income that I've received for that 8-week period is $5.80 on my $67.99 investment. I've made $5.80 in income up front every week, every time I've gone into the market and created a contract. A total of $5.80 over that 8-week period. And over that 8-week period, what did the stock do? The stock went down, the stock went up, the stock went down, and it came back up. Can we control that? The answer is no, we can't. But what do we want to do on the markets? We want to earn income and cash flow from the markets. And that's what this strategy is all about. So let's work it out. $5.80 is what we've made over that 8-week period on an investment of $67.99. So $5.80 income for 8 weeks. Divide that by our investment of $67.99 gives us a return on our investment. And folks, grab a calculator, do it yourself, have a look at it. A return of 8.5% for 8 weeks. Now, this is what I've earned in my account for 8 weeks, 8.5%. Now, compare that to a bank, and I'm saying something here, folks. The bank's going to pay you interest on a term deposit over 12 months of about 2 to 2.5%, right? And guess what the banks do? Most, not all, but guess what the banks do with your money? They use it to make money, right? How about educating yourself and discover a strategy that banks implement to start making your own money instead of relying on other people? In addition, folks, 8.5%, if you add up that income that I've made over that 8-week period, could that help you pay off a credit card debt, a negatively geared property to possibly turn it into positively geared property? Could it help pay off a home loan or towards a home loan, supplement a partner's income? What could this income do for you, folks? Now think about that. Because at no stage was I looking at the markets to see whether it's going up or down. All I wanted to do was earn income off the market irrespective of which way it goes. And that's what the strategy is all about. I'm not out for capital growth. I'm out for the income because the income is paid to me up front from day one once the order's in the market. I want cash flow, folks. How many people right now are asset rich, cash flow poor, who could be using that asset rich towards going into strategies and help getting them more cash flow? So folks, I want to say thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you've learned something, and hopefully you can see the power of this strategy. And if you are interested, I'm running a series of events. All you need to do is go to our website, focusbeyond.com, and have a look for the events. Or in addition, you can go to incomebreakthrough.com.au and have a look when the upcoming events are in your capital city. And I look forward to speaking with you and talking to you and seeing you and teaching you how to do this so you could start to build your own nest egg instead of relying on other people to do it for you. And you take control of your financial destiny, folks. Give yourselves permission to succeed, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. My name is George Fokas. Thank you very much for watching this. I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.